can't believe this.
I understand why you're angry.
And why aren't you, Steffi? How can you even fathom Zoe working here again?
She's a good model.
Steffi, there are thousands of beautiful women walking around the streets of LA. We don't have to hire the one model who lied to us both about Beth. Please rethink this.
I made my decision. I don't have to like Zoe, okay? But I do believe she has something to offer.
Oh my God. I'm back at Forrester. God, thank you so much for coming through for me.
You shouldn't doubt me.
Yeah, I guess not. And as it turns out, this whole meal you planned is actually a celebration.
Well, celebration with some romance thrown in, I'm hoping. You heard me, right? What I told Hope. I'm moving on, okay? And if I'm lucky, I'll be moving on with you.
Hi. You look nice.
Is it true?
I don't know, but I'm gonna just deny everything.
Well, I just talked to Eric, and he said that Zoe has been rehired.
Yeah, that is true.
Rich, how could you allow that liar back at Forrester Creations?
I understand why you're upset, and I'm not making excuses, but Steffi made the call.
Steffi? No, I didn't believe that. Steffi would never have Zoe back there.
I was as surprised as you were.
Hey,
Hey. Okay to interrupt?
appreciate a friendly face, especially now.
Why? Something wrong?
According to Hope? Yeah. I went through with it.
Rehiring Zoe. Why, that's good, right? I mean, this is good.
Is it? Hope's really upset about it, and I totally get it. Rehiring Zoe? That sickens me. And I'm trying to justify it. I'm trying to explain my decision, but that's the thing. There's no reasonable explanation.
Steffi, trust me, I wish there was some other way, but we've got to do it. If Zoe is offering us her help, we have to take her up on it because we have to find out what's going on with Thomas.
I hope you like Pinot.
I do.
This is from my favorite winery up in Santa Barbara. Maybe I'll take you there sometime.
Well, I would love that. And you know what? As soon as I get my first paycheck, I'll buy you a case of that.
Totally unnecessary.
Well, I have to find some way to thank you.
I'm just gonna get this for sure. Thanks.
Well, there are ways.
I didn't mean to. You know what? I'm gonna go. No, Hope, wait. Just wait. Look, I understand you're probably troubled to be working with me again. Troubled is certainly one word to describe it. I just want you to understand that I am so thankful to be here. And I'm thankful to Thomas for going out on a limb for me, to help convince Steffi to hire me back.
It's the least I could do. I know what it's like to need a second chance.
And I'm hoping you can give me that someday, too. A second chance. And look, I'm not saying that it needs to be right now. I know it will take time, but eventually, that's all I'm asking for. You can hope for eventually and someday all you want, but that second chance isn't happening. Not for me.
Do you mind if I talk to Hope for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
We'll celebrate later.
Yeah. So, I guess lying really does bring people together.
What?
You and Zoe. This instant connection. Am I really supposed to believe that it's real?
I don't know what Steffi's thinking, but at least this is fixable. You're gonna have to step in, Ridge.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm proud of Steffi.
Proud?
Yes, proud. She found some understanding, some forgiveness. And I think maybe you should follow her lead.
I hope hiring Zoe ends up being worth it, that you get answers. But be prepared. You might not get the answers you're looking for. Thomas may be actually interested in Zoe.
Maybe. But I don't think that Zoe is anything more than a pawn to Thomas. And it's obvious to me already, but if I get the proof that I need, I'm not letting Hope anywhere near Thomas ever again.
I understand how this could probably come as a shock. Zoe and I have been hanging out together, and we have a lot in common. We've been bonding over things, and one of those things is shame over what we did, okay? And both of us are trying to get our lives back on track. I don't know where it's going. I really don't. But I know I'm having fun, and it's nice having someone to talk to, and that's a good thing. Look, I will keep things professional with Zoe here at the office moving forward, I promise. Okay, you don't need this kind of stuff shoved in your face. You have a lot on your plate. Who did you end up choosing for your designer?
I don't have anyone yet.
Oh?
I guess I just have to bring someone in from the outside.
Don't. I know you're worried about working with me, and I completely understand. I deserve your mistrust, but I am not going to interfere with your personal life, I promise. My only objective here is to help your line win. Your success is my success. And I am trying to impress a certain model right now, so I could use some success.
The idea of working with you on anything doesn't sit well with me, Thomas. At all. I can't just pretend like you didn't hurt me beyond repair. I can't pretend like that never happened. But you are an incredible designer. And I appreciate the devotion you've shown for my line. So I'll give it some thought.
You will?
It's not a yes, but I will take it into consideration.
I understand. And whatever you decide, I promise I will accept it. But so you know, I honestly believe together we could create something truly magnificent.
Understanding and forgiveness. For a woman who let Hope believe that her baby was dead. Ridge, I love you and I miss you.
I miss you so much.
You know, I just can't find the compassion that you want me to find, especially for somebody that was involved in that lie.
It's Thomas. Do you mind? Hey, son.
Hey, Dad, I just wanted to thank you.
Thank me for what?
For giving Zoe another chance. You and Steffi really came through.
Well, you spoke very well on her behalf, and I think that's what influenced Steffi's decision. I didn't even know you had an interest in Zoe's career.
Yeah, well, I definitely have an interest in Zoe.
Oh, so that's what that romantic setup was in the design office?
Yeah, it was for her.
Okay, well, good for you. Be safe.
Always.
So, Thomas spoke on Zoe's behalf? That's what swayed Steffi?
It was very moving.
And what was this about a romantic setting?
He had something set up with flowers and candles, you know.
Seriously.
Yeah, and that's good, right? That means he's over hope. He's land on his feet and he's moving on.
With Zoe.
Thanks. Again. You know, having a second chance at Forrester means so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't forget the reason why I agreed to it.
Of course.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this. What's really going on between you and my brother?
Recently? Kissing.
What?
Yeah. I was just across the hall with Thomas, and, well, we've kind of been getting closer lately.
I just don't understand how Steffi can be okay with Zoe coming back to work at Forrester.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's got her reasons. You said that Thomas went to bat for Zoe?
Oh, well, they're seeing each other, supposedly.
Huh. Thomas and Zoe.
I'm just confused, though, because this seems really out of nowhere. Although he did seem sincere when he talked about her and how they're both trying to move on. And...
Let me guess. Eventually, he steered the conversation to hope for the future because he thinks if he can convince you he's into Zoe, then he will have convinced you that he's not a threat to work with, right?
Bingo.
And that is when you laughed in his face. Right? Hope? Right?
I told him I'd think about it.
Oh my God, please don't fall for this.
Liam, I don't think you understand how much pressure I am under. If I don't win this challenge, I lose my line. And as it stands right now, I'm going to lose against Steffi. And I hate to say this, but I need Thomas's help.
Oh no, there's got to be another way.
I'm running out of options here, Liam.
Listen, I don't want your line to be eliminated, but you working with Thomas scares the hell out of me because he's A, dangerous, and B, a proven liar. So how do you know he's not lying about Zoe too? I mean, we have every reason to believe he is still obsessed with you.
Okay, what? Thomas kissed you?
Yeah. And Hope actually saw.
Hope was there?
Well, I mean, we didn't know that, but yeah, she did walk in.
Maybe you didn't know it.
What are you saying?
That doesn't seem like a big red flag to you? Hope just happened to be there?
Okay, and you're thinking what? He wanted Hope to see?
I don't know. You tell me. Did the kiss feel like it was meant for you? Or was it actually for Hope?
Zoe. So now he has feelings for Zoe.
What? Yeah, that sounds like it, but shouldn't that make you happy? Means he's no longer going after Hope.
And you think he can turn those feelings off like a light switch, even after all these years? Okay, maybe he is dating Zoe. But you know what? He dated a lot of other women while he was still lusting after Hope. He's obsessed with her, Ridge, and it's disturbing.
I disagree.
You know everything that he's done. You've heard all about it, Ridge. You know how he's treated my daughter. You know how he conned her. Now, I know you don't want to believe this because he's your son, but he's obsessed with Hope. And that has made him dangerous and very violent. God, I wish you could see the person that your son really is. Because my daughter's safety is at stake.
Let's say we are right. I would still be wary of him. I still wouldn't trust him. So lying or not, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that I need a designer. And in spite of Thomas's many faults, he is talented. And he has already been working on the line, so it could be an easy transition.
Easy.
Professionally, not personally. And who knows, if they really are moving on, that is great news for all of us.
I appreciate your optimism, But it is really hard not to believe the only path Thomas is on is one headed toward you.
There is nothing that he can do or say that would take me away from you. He can't change what we have.
I know you want to believe that, but he already has. He's insinuated himself into our lives before. You already share custody with him, and now you're thinking about working with him. It just feels like a bunch of little steps in a grand plan to get closer and closer and closer to you.
He knows that there's only one man for me, and Thomas can either choose to accept that or not. But as of right now, I have to co-parent with him for the sake of Douglas, and it's looking like I need to work with him for my sake.
Then you should work with him.
Really?
I'm not going to stand here and dictate to you who you can and can't work with. I mean, if you do need him, then you need him. So do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I swear to God, though, if he does anything to you, and I mean anything.
If Thomas crosses any line, he is gone. I will fire him so fast.
Is that before or after I get one of my dad's goons to kneecap him?
Oh, my hero. Okay, let's get this over with.
You gonna kiss me like that and then call Thomas?
Just wait till you see what I do to you after the call.
Make the call. Make the call.
Hey, have you given any more thought to using me as your designer?
A lot of that, yes.
And
Let's do it. Let's work together.
that's great. That's awesome. You know, we're gonna make a great team.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you're working on.
Well, you won't be disappointed. I think I'm dialed into exactly what you want.
All right, good. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
Try not to worry. It'll be fine. I promise.